What's going on, guys? My name is Tyler. Welcome back to the channel. Yes, I am shorting Robinhood. We're going to talk about why I am shorting Robinhood, what my timeline is for this, and what I expect to happen with the stock, as well as go over the bad news lately that just does not stop for Robinhood. So tap, tickle, touch, or smash the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel, as well as let me know, most importantly, down below in the comment section, if you agree with this analysis and my thesis of Robinhood stock price essentially going down, or if you think Robinhood is going to go up in value. Every single opinion is highly valued to me. That's really where I come to the conclusions on my own opinions after hearing a bunch of different opinions, really, trying to figure out what makes most logical sense. So don't think just because I'm super bearish on Robinhood that I don't want to hear a potentially bullish argument for Robinhood as well. So let me know that information down below in the comment section, and with that, let's get straight into this video. And first thing that I do want to point out, if you are subscribed to this channel, you have already heard most of what I'm going to talk about in this video, but there is some other things that I do want to point out to you guys. And last night's video was published at about 6:30, so it didn't get pushed out by the YouTube algorithms. A lot of subscribers did not see that video, so I do want to post this video earlier in the day to really reach as many people as possible, because I think there is, a good argument here nonetheless, but a great opportunity. So let's get straight into that information. And first things first, really this is not a technical trade, so I don't want to go over technicals, but the only thing that I want to point out is Robinhood has been trading pretty sideways over the last couple of months. Really, since about August, we have not had a big move to the upside or to the downside, but we have remained above pretty much our $40 support level. We are approaching this $40 support level right now, currently at $41.90 per share. So if we do fall under $40, you're likely to see a lot of people selling out of their Robinhood positions. But that's all we're going to talk about as far as the technicals are concerned. Let's dive into fundamentally what is happening with Robinhood. That is definitely not a great thing whatsoever, and a JP Morgan analyst is calling for a 20% drop in Robinhood's price. So it says Robinhood app download plunged 78%, Binance 50% amid crypto summer doldrums. In brief, Robinhood's app was very popular at the start of the year, but now downloads of the app have crashed, according to JP Morgan. This could lead to a drop in the company's stock price. It says right here, Robinhood stock could actually receive a hit as big as a 20% drop in value as the meme stock craze dies down, the investment bank analyst added in a note seen and reported by Bloomberg. Now, I don't think the meme stock craze has been going down, or at least it's more concentrated in AMC, but more so that people are just permanently leaving Robinhood because of this whole drama situation that has been unfolding. The fact that they route most of their orders to Citadel, and that is obviously not a great thing. We're not getting the best prices for the stocks, for the stock orders that we do send through Robinhood. So that is the main thing that is going on, but also 40% of active users are down in this last quarter. That is a huge drop, and I'm sure you guys do already know this, but Robinhood makes a majority of their money based off of payment for order flow. So if you're seeing a 40% decline in the active users that are trading stocks on an active basis, you're going to see a huge hit to revenue. They are kind of contributing this to some of the crypto sell-offs and the lack of crypto traders that we are seeing, but Robinhood makes most of its money from trading stock and options. So you're going to see a hit coming on earnings, and earnings are slated to be announced on November 17th. And we will circle back to November 17th and earnings, because this does revolve around really the timeline of this Robinhood sell-off that I am going to talk about later on into this video. Now, let's talk about something else that is very interesting that you guys should know. This article is from July 1st, 2021. Robinhood reveals $80 billion in assets and $1.4 billion quarterly loss ahead of IPO. Now, $80 billion in assets, this is referring to how much money is in Robinhood. If people are, flocking out of Robinhood, these asset numbers are going to drop exponentially. It would not surprise me to see their total assets drop 50%, go to $40 billion for assets. That would be a huge hit for the underlying business, as well as just the valuation of Robinhood. But they also lose a lot of money. They lost $1.4 billion in the quarterly loss ahead of its IPO. That is a massive loss. Take a look at the earnings that Robinhood has essentially did in that quarter, that they did take a $1.4 billion loss. Only $565.33 million in revenue, based off of, you know, the company's valuation of about $40 billion right now. They are very, very overvalued. If you start to see the active users like we are seeing now going down, as well as people leaving the app, and you are going to see this essentially 80 billion in assets go down dramatically, I believe, coming on this next earnings, which is on November 17th. All in all, this is a very bad situation, but that is really only half of this trade, or half of the thesis behind this trade. The other half of this thesis comes down to a lot of big investors don't want to be involved in drama whatsoever with a stock, or with, you know, an economy that stocks are related to. The best way to point this out is really China and Chinese stocks. I've been investing in NEO for a very long time, not recently, but I do have a fairly large position of about almost $5,000 invested in NEO, including the options that I do own. It is about $6,000 worth of NEO. Now, NEO as a business has been improving. They have been doing very, very well, but Chinese stocks and the Chinese regulatory agencies have not fared kindly to Chinese businesses, and American investors, or just investors abroad, don't want to be a part of that. So they are selling out of all Chinese stocks, even the ones that are doing good. So I think a lot of the negative publicity around Robinhood, the whole Citadel situation, and people just leaving Robinhood in general, and ultimately, you know, what we have been talking about in this video, is going to drive more bigger investors to just flat out stop investing in Robinhood. So that is the thesis. What I am looking at is definitely nothing in October. I don't want to own any October expiration dates. If anything, I'll go for the November monthly options expiration date, which is, I believe, November 19th, and I would essentially look for a quick short-term trade on that. Or my second option is going to be the December monthly options expiration date, and I might go fairly large on that once I can flip out and essentially get half of these contracts for free. Then I would do that as well. But I definitely want to cover earnings. I don't want the November 19th expiration date, just because 2 days after earnings is not enough time. You want at least 2 weeks after earnings for any other stock if you're playing in earnings movement. If earnings, you know, say Robinhood goes up after earnings, if you have puts come at earnings, you might go down 50% in value. Depending how much you are up on the trade, you might go down 50% in value. Now, if you have the options that expire in 2 days, the November 19th, you're going to go down 90% in value right off rip, just because they expire in 2 days. So it's kind of a bit of protection, but that is the overall thesis. That is why I am shorting Robinhood. They are definitely not in a good situation. I think a lot of people are really getting this idea of shorting Robinhood. That will also play into the downside that we will see for Robinhood. The more people shorting the stock, the more bearish, you know, people are around the stock, you tend to see that reflected in the price of the stock as well. So hopefully you guys understand what I am saying at the very least. Let me know if you agree with this thesis as well as disagree with this thesis down below in the comment section. I pretty much respond to every single comment, but make sure to tap, tickle, touch, or smash the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel as well if you guys want to be notified the direct trade that I do make on Robinhood, as well as any other trades I do make, whether they are day trades, swing trades, long-term investments with stock options and or crypto. Check out the link for the buy and sell alerts. You guys be notified in real time. We keep it very inexpensive, so anybody is financially able to join if they do want to be a part of that program, grow their knowledge with investing, trading, and just overall long-term investing as well. So that is going to be all for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you in the next one.